Hello, guys. So, this was supposed to be one video, but I have to do it in two videos because um, it's gonna be a one huge video. That is why. So, you might have seen my hero video, how to build them. Now, this is gonna be which heroes to build when you are early in the game. This is where a lot of people make mistakes, what heroes to go for, and what heroes not to go for. You might have seen in the other video on my main accounts, I have a lot of heroes that are maxed out. And this one is fairly new account compared to that one. And I have fewer heroes over here to work with. So let's get into it. So, starting from, let's say, when you first start out your account and you are in first, say, a month or so, there are only few heroes that you can get. And if you're spending, you might have some other heroes too. First heroes that you will have would be Liam and Charlie. Those two epic commanders you will get like from the get go. Very first advanced search will give you Charlie, and Liam you will start with. Both of these heroes are good. I would say more so Charlie is better and useful than Liam in the later game. So the idea of this video is what heroes to invest in early on in the game that are gonna be useful for good chunk of the game. So I would say Liam, you will get all his experience books and relics to upgrade him from Z Virus Adventure. So I would most probably won't recommend using your universal books on him. I'm currently using my universal books on Charlie on my newer accounts, and because Charlie is extremely good and he is a rage. He's a rage guy. 5 enemies, 50 rage on each target, 250 rage that he can generate. Extremely good for any hero you pair him with. He's gonna be a support, but he's a good support. So he is one of the new early ones that you would want to invest in. Next would be, let's say, if you get Tom, he is a top commander roulette. He's gonna be the, I think the first top commander is Peter and Catherine. Sorry, Cynthia. Peter and Cynthia. I'm not too, I would say both of them. I have Peter. I have him at one because first of all I'm not a siege commander. That's one thing, and he is not very good at siege either. I do have Hank from the police station, and he is for early game he is a better siege commander than Peter. So if I'm doing a siege rally, I will go with him. So that's why I have him upgraded more than my Peter. And you get Cynthia as the second roulette for top commander, and she's okay. But yeah, the second one would be Raigoro and Tom. Tom is gonna be roulette, which is good because Tom is gonna be more useful than Raigoro in comparison. They both will be useful. Tom will be more useful in the later game. So if you have Tom at any point in time, early game, or you say your second top commander is over and you have Tom, invest in him. He is a good investment. Martin, you most likely will get him in your advanced search in police station. He is gonna be a support legendary hero. He is only gonna lead if you are gaining experience from zombie hunting. So, and he's a good healing person. I would say get him to level 40 and not beyond that, and get all four skills open to awaken him eventually, but not more than that. I made a mistake of getting him to 5 and 6 stars. Used a lot of relics that I should not have. I should have used them on Raigoro or Lee for the matter. Don't make that mistake. I made it. So don't do it. So up to 4 stars is good enough for him. Hank, if you are a siege commander, check with your alliance. If yes, then early game Hank is better. There are very few siege commanders early game, anyways. So he is better than uh, the options you will have. If you have him, okay. Vragoro, he is a go-to hero for infantry, and you will most likely get him in the first week of playing the game in advanced search. So he will be a good one to upgrade, and yeah, he is a good one to invest in. Later on, I will mention my topics of who I would invest in and why, and so hang on until then. This is since I spent some, so I have him. Most people will not have him in early game, so I'm not gonna cover him. Lee, you will most likely get him in the first week of the game in advanced search, so he is also a good one. He good buff and debuffs, and yeah, he won't be your rally captain, but he would be one. He would be in the squad when you're fighting on field. He would be in the squad. Cynthia, sorry, Catherine. Keep on mixing their names. Yeah. So Catherine, she is a good rider commander. She's one of the good legendary one that you get in early on in the game, and most likely if you're spending only then you'll be able to upgrade her skills. So, word of caution: if you are gonna be spending, then spend your XP books on her, because unlike other commanders, you can only upgrade her using the legendary relics, specifically legendary fragments specifically for her. If I go to say Lee and I go to skill, I can exchange my universal ones to upgrade him, but that is not the case in Catherine. The same is true for Master Jin. You can only use his fragments to upgrade him, and you have to pay for them. If you're not gonna buy her from VIP, she's available on VIP section of the game. Let me show you. This is VIP, and she's only gonna be available to be bought from here, and she's spendy like $300 or so, something like that. So I don't know how much this will be. I'll know when I get to level VIP 12. But yeah, Master Jin and Catherine are only for spenders, and if you're not planning on spending, don't waste your XP books on her. Maxine, you will get her early on in the game. She's a good gather hero, and you will get all her fragments and books from radar station. I think I might have some. Yeah, this is her books only, her fragments only, and her relics. Use only those on her. Don't use your the universal ones. It does not make sense. You get a lot of her stuff for free. Why to waste your universal ones on her? Same thing is for Jaden. You get all his fragments from memory trip, which is the second part of the campaign. Everything you need, like my next uh, one would be for 10 of his fragments and 5 relics and his XP books. Use those. Don't go for your universal ones on him either. Peter, meh. If you get him, if you are siege commander, you don't have Hank, okay. Otherwise, he won't be useful at all. From, I would say, uh, fairly early on in the game till the end of the, or till further late in the game, he won't be useful. Now, Captain Russell will be available. I would say your first Russell event, you'll be able to get his fragments and awaken him. He is my go-to guy when I create a squad for zombie hunting. The reason being, this squad XP gain 35%. Not only that, my talent build, I get extra 18% on top of that, and 10 less stamina consumed on every consecutive attack. So I built him for upgrading my legendary hero that I wanna use on field. So that's the only use of Russell. So get him to four star, unlock 4 of the skills, and I made a mistake again. I made a couple of mistakes, which I'm pointing it out so you won't make them. Any support character, like he is not gonna be support later in the game. He's just used for zombie hunting. So 4 stars is fine. Get all 4 skills unlocked to awaken him. He is awakened. This is how awakened one looks, and that is Russell. Liam, Charlie I already covered. Charlie is your go-to, and Akemi, if you are gonna be a ranged commander, Akemi is a good support. You might even lead with her if you don't have a legendary hero early on in the game, which you won't basically. I'll cover that in a minute. But yeah, she has good damage, AoE damage, and up to 3 squads, and travel speed reduction, which is good. And she does additional travel speed reduction and have a to slow targets. She does additional damage on them. Pretty good. So she's another good one. You can invest your the XP books on her, and it should be fine. But don't go too heavy. Go Charlie first. Alex, if you get him, use him. He is the, you can say, by this time I knew what I was doing wrong. 4 stars, and all 4 skills unlocked. Awakened him because he is gonna be one of the second epic commanders that are gonna be useful until fairly later in the game, because he provide buff and debuff to everybody. I think he's one of those commanders where the awakened skills improves one of the existing 4 skills. So his before awakening was 36% attack for range, infantry squad defense, and rider HP for you and nearby allies, up to 5 squads in total. Which is really good. And this gets to 40% for 5 squads, and also recovers rage when awakened. So he is really useful, especially in Arena of Doom. And say if you are on a field fight, if even one person, and say you are in the field and you are like 7-8 squads attacking a particular enemy or a tower, and you have him in the mix that are in your ally squads that is attacking, his buffs will apply to 5 squads in total. So there you go. He is one of the other ones that you should invest in. Park is a good one if you don't have another. If you are going with say Catherine or Cynthia, you're spending a bit. If you have, if you are spending, first of all, get Catherine. She's better than Cynthia at any given day because of better damage. I'll talk more about each of the hero when I do hero breakdown. But for now, if you are getting Catherine, Park is a very good support. If you don't have her and you have say Freya, Park is gonna be a good support for Freya as well. But say if you have Catherine, invest in Park, not Freya. Freya is a lead. She is not as good of a support as Park is. So yeah, go for Park over Freya if you have one legendary rider to work with. Edward, he is okay, and he provides some debuffs to the enemy, some debuffs to enemy squad, and removes all the debuffs that are being put on you. So he's okay. I haven't invested in him, and I'm not planning to because his relics are gonna be from. You are gonna be using the universal relics on him to upgrade him, and I have other commanders that I focus on. That's why I'm not focusing on him. So him, and same goes for Peggy. She is a zombie hunter, and we have better zombie hunters that are more useful. So did not focus on her because of obvious factors, and she's a gather hero. Upgrade her as you see fit, but I would rather go for any other of the common and uncommon gather heroes before her. Jeremy is a better gather hero than Zia. Go with him instead. CO is a siege ranged. Siege, first of all, you will never lead with her, so her talent tree is not gonna matter. So she's gonna be in support. She's a okay support. She's not the best. She's not the worst. She's just okay. Plus, she is tied to range. She's tied to range troops. Frankly, if you have her in support, you might wanna lead with Akemi, and you're not gonna be sieging with Akemi. So you will just have a ranged squad on the field. She's okay with that. But later in the game, when you have access to ranged legendary commanders like Luis or something, Luis is gonna come this time around in top commander. He is a ranged one. I'm gonna get him. He is my target hero. Always wanted him. Anyway, so don't invest in her. She's not gonna be useful fairly early on in the game till later game. So I would not go with her at all. Jeremy, yeah, you would be gathering. He's a good gather hero. He's one of the very few ones that actually improves engine travel speed by 30%. And since you're gonna be gathering with him as lead, you can go to the overall tree, and you have engines here, and get that. It's okay. But yeah, he's one of those ones that you can focus on, but not heavily. Go for the other ones in epic first. This guy, nah, not gonna be useful for anything. He's the siege leader. No.
I'll find the answer.
Michelle, she is my one of the favorite gather heroes. I'm gonna upgrade her. I think this top commander, but yeah, she is a good one, good gather hero. So in blue heroes, I only upgrade her. All my relics goes to her. After that, maybe Quiz. She has a gather tree
I should hold
too,
out for a
but
while.
mainly her talents, sorry, her skills are for extra gathering speed and squad capacity. Always can use squad capacity. So those two are the only ones that I would get. But yeah, mainly Michelle
I
in
hunted this
uncommon
bear while
ones.
you were still in dive.
Angela,
Nobody
she
said
is
that, but I'll
also
do my best.
she provides less, like only 20% gathering speed. I think she provides.
We've almost
Oh, she
wiped
also
this
provides
area clean.
20%, but yeah, she does have gathering capacity. Sorry, squad capacity buff, and
The last bullet?
she also has it. Maybe I'll go with her too. But yeah, that's a fourth skill. I need 4 stars for her to unlock the fourth skill. I can do the same with her on 3 stars. So less relics, same effect.
Won't come easy.
I would wanna spend less relics on things and then exchange them later in Hero Recall.
Facilities are lacking.
So that's why I would choose Chris over Angela, just because of that one factor.
Last bullet?
Almost at the end, you will get Andrew and Back Alley Doctor fairly early too. They both are gather heroes. You will be gathering quite a bit in the game, so having a gather hero, having like say 5 gather heroes is a good idea, and the reason why is eventually at HQ level 25 you will have 5 squads. So if you say put one squad on auto rally before going offline, you will have 4 other squads available that you can put on gathering. So instead of 5, let me change my statement. Having 4 good gather heroes is a good idea to shoot for as a lead. So Andrew, Back Alley, Dr. Michelle,
What's there to
and
be
let's
surprised
say
about? I
Jeremy,
suppose
and
you're
obviously you have Maxine. You have quite a few options for
every day.
gather heroes that you can upgrade.
Single.
But those happen eventually, not immediately in the game. Early on in the game, you first get 2 squads, and then eventually it increases to 3 squads, and then you'll have a deployment queue of 4 squads, and then 5. So for 2 squads, you would want to have initially in the beginning have 2 legendary heroes that you focus on, and 2 epic support that are gonna be the assistant. The third squad can be both epic. Now, why am I recommending this? Because if you are low to no spender, you should not go with a lot of legendary heroes. Because you will say you went for 4 legendary heroes and pair them like people pairs Catherine and Cynthia. If you're spending, that's good. If you're not spending, you are locking both your legendary heroes in one squad. And not spending, you are not gonna be upgrading her skills at all, and you'll be upgrading Cynthia's skill. And she is not as good of a lead as Catherine. And you will be spending a lot of relics on just one squad on the field. Not a good idea. While you can spend relics on one legendary hero, getting to a good level in the game, like say 4 stars and all the skills unlocked, you're improving the skills, and there's a good epic support to it, and you have 2 such heroes, and you have 2 good squads on the field. That is a pretty solid way of going, so you can help your team and you know not spend a lot. Spending, go for a number of amount, it really depends on how much you're spending. So so that keeping that as a general idea, Rygoro, Lee are good ones that you can focus on early on in the game. If you are a siege commander and you get Hank, go for that one before going for Lee. Lee is more of a field PvP. Daigoro and Hank are they have a purpose. Good tower and garrison defense, siege to attack towers or shelters or stuff like that. And for epic, again, Charlie and Alex,
Маленькая ошибка
um,
может дорого.
Akemi, Park.
この世は
If you don't have Catherine or Cynthia, Freya and Park are good rider pair that you can get fairly cheap. And yeah, then rest is your gather. So there you go. You will have about 2 to 3 squads on the field that are good, that can help your team win battles, because that is the game. With that, if you have any questions that I have not answered, do message me in the comments and I will try to answer those. And if need be, I'll make a new video about it. If you have any particular topic you want me to make a video on, I can do that. Just let me know. And with that, I will take my leave and talk to you guys soon.